What an unbelievable mess. I gotta get this studio up and running somehow. The studio is almost ready, so I got it running just enough so that I could finish up Foolish with John Lawley and Mykhailo Kobets from Ukraine, which is the new song coming on March 11th. So that's now done and dusted. I wanted to show you what I've done to the room. It's almost exactly the same as the last studio I had. Let me just show you around what I've done so far. I've got my SSL gear right here. Now the UF8 is out having repairs done to it at the moment. One of the faders was acting up. I have sent that off to Toman to get fixed. I am using the HS8 speakers, a pair of them, for my sound. And then I've got an M4 MacBook Pro with 48 gigs of RAM in that, running the entire system. From that, under the desk, I've got all my wires connected and actually drilled into the desk. I have a Cal digit so that I can have just one cable connected to the MacBook Pro in order to run the entire thing, or I can just disconnect the MacBook Pro and take it away. Kingston box right here, which I use to run my SSD drives. So I have all my sounds, I have my libraries of sounds, and I also have my video stuff on that. So when I'm actually editing video, I edit on the SSD drives. I have the TerraMaster 5 drive bay, which has 5 spinning drives in it, which I use in order to back up stuff, and I put movies on it and those sort of things. All the backups of all the videos that I've done over the years are there. I have the Ulanzi Stream Deck, but it's actually not plugged in at the moment. I'm getting ready to use that again. And I have the UAD 476 as my capture device. Brilliant little machine. I love that thing. And then over on this side, I've got my M Audio Hammer 88 weighted keyboard to record all the piano parts and so on. Also have my Jackson Phil Collins guitar, which I use in the Marshall right there. And then on the back wall, I have the same stuff that pretty much everybody is using at the moment, the wall slats. We have neighbors behind this wall, and I wanted to make sure that I want to have as little sound as possible going through the wall and bothering the neighbors. This is the cheapest sort of soundproofing, sound affecting system that I could find. Plus I have the curtains all around the entire room for deadening. In terms of filming stuff, I have these cameras mounted right on the wall. Once I get it figured out, I'll get these shelves working so that I can have my gear readily accessible to use straight away. Here, the SL60 Godox light is connected to the wall directly as well, if I want to change my lighting. So just like that. So that's pretty much the whole system that I've got. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Oh yeah, and also I've got the Sonny headphones, the ones that everyone has, which are the 7506s. I have a 7509s as well, and I've also got the Apple headphones, which are amazing for listening, and I use them in order to check my mixes and so on. So there's a quick look through the new studio. I hope it gives you an idea of what you can do with your own studio. Now, I've decided to forego having any outboard gear for the moment. I might add some later on, but I think the way things are going, being able to run everything through the DAW and also with all the plugins that I own, I don't really see any reason to have to use outboard gear anymore. People say that it makes a huge difference on the way in, but I have the 476, which I use the preamps and the compression on the way in included with the 476, and that works pretty well for what I'm doing. Basically only guitars, vocals, and mandolin that are going mic'd in, which reminds me I have a Lawton LA320 microphone, which I use as well, but it's put away in the locker for the moment. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be doing a video on the mixing of the latest song coming up shortly. It's the song that is my imagining of what Miles Davis and Prince would have done if they actually got together and recorded. It's kind of a cool little thing out on March 11th. So thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you next week.